Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing a get ready with me, but we're also going to be talking about a full face routine. So stay tuned and find out what I'm discussing in today's get ready with me. Okay guys, so I'm going to start off with talking about the products that are already on my face. Yes, I know, there's no makeup. Sorry, it'll be okay. So I started off by washing my face with a basic face wash right now, since I got it in a Boxy Luxe and I ran out of my normal foaming cleanser. I'm using the Kylie Skin one. It's not horrible, but it does have like a slight fragrance to it. It doesn't irritate my skin, so I'm going to use it until it's gone. But I usually use the Soap and Glory Pore Refining Foaming Cleanser. It's really good, and you can usually get it on sale at Walgreens. But after that, I did toner, which right now I'm using a Mario Badescu toner, and just a cotton swab on my face, followed by I did a lip scrub so that my lips were exfoliated. And then I've been using this Bare Minerals Skin Longevity Long Life Herb Serum. I got this in a Influencer, so I've been trying that out. You use it 2 times a day, so I've been using it in morning and evening to see if I see any difference in my skin. I've only been using it for a couple of days, so I'll give you a full update when I have been using it longer. After this serum, I did my eye moisturizer, which right now I'm using this Victoria Land Beauty. I got this in a FabFitFun. This is supposed to be for eyes and lips, but I just use it on my eyes. I have on the Skin Chemist Rose Quartz Youth Defiance Lip Plump. It doesn't burn. It's actually pretty comfortable to wear, so I've been wearing this when I'm putting on my foundation. Then I wipe it off right before I put on my lipstick. And I'm also using a Ceruleum by Babe Lash. This is a lash serum. It just goes right across your lash line, and it's to promote healthy growth of your lashes. So that has kind of been my routine lately. At night, I don't use the lip plumping lip product, but I'll use something a little bit thicker so that my lips are more hydrated in the morning. I do use the lash serum 2 times a day because it is recommended for 2 times a day. I do use the Bare Minerals 2 times a day. My moisturizer that I use during the day is the Saturday Skin Waterfall Glacial Water Cream. It's very lightweight. It doesn't make my skin oily. So after I get finished with all of that, I put on moisturizer and I let it set for a minute. And then at night, I'm using, I don't have the box near me, but I'm using another cream. I'll put the name of it down here. I can't remember it off the top of my head. It's a Juice Beauty one, but I'll put the name down here at the bottom so that you guys know what it's called. Anyway, so today for makeup, since it is one of my filming days, I'm going to start off with a primer. This is the Cover FX Gripping Primer. I'm going to be using the Smashbox Studio Fix Full Coverage 24-Hour Foundation because I'm trying to use it up. I mix in 2 drops of the No Problem Primer Essence to make it where it is thin enough to spread out on my face. And I'm going to go in with Tarte Shape Tape for my concealer. And I'm going to be setting my face with the Ciate London Everyday Vacay Setting Powder. And I'm going to be baking with the Rimmel Stay Matte Mattifying Loose Powder. So that is the situation. I'm going to do like a very fast, like putting all that on, and then we'll go into the rest of my makeup afterwards. So here we go. Okay, so we have all of the face product on for our base, and we're going to go into eyes. Today I want to do a more like light look, so I'm going to go in with the Meant to Be palette from ColourPop. This is what the color story looks like. I'm also going to be using this single Super Shock shadow from ColourPop. This is Flux. This is a matte one. This is a very light pastel green. So I'm going to go in with this Luxie 229 tapered blending brush into Flux. And we're just going to go right into the crease. Again, another video where you think I should be prepared, but you know, I'm not, so. Okay. I'm gonna just take my finger. I really need to stop buying Super Shock shadows because I have issues with them like all the time. I'm just taking it with my finger and putting it all over the crease and lid. I'm just going to take my brush and go back in and kind of blend out the crease a little bit. Because of the Super Shock formula, I always have problems picking it up on a brush. Like, always. Okay. So I have that one down. I'm just going to wipe off what was on this brush. And I'm going to go into the shade Seltzer, which is that nice kind of muted green right there on the same brush. And we're just going to go a little bit lower in the crease, just darkening things up just a tiny bit. These are great palettes if you're wanting to try, you know, colors, but you like for me, I like green. They have two separate green 9-pan palettes, and they're like 12 bucks. I mean, it's not terribly expensive, and they're good quality. So I do recommend their little mini palettes. I'm just not a fan of the Super Shock shadows. I'm just not. I know, shoot me. Okay, so then I'm going to take this Luxie 213 eye shading brush. It looks just like that. And we're going to go into the shade Ice Cold right here, which is a beautiful green. And we're going to take that to the outside corner and a little into the crease. I'm going to take this taper blending brush. I'm going to go into this shade Get Fresh right here, which is similar to the tone of the Super Shock that I used. And I'm just going to go back into the crease and blend a little bit so that everything matches. There we go. Okay. So now for my lid, I'm going to use Freshman right here on the outside corner. Then I'm going to go into Mojito Mamie right there in the middle. It's a beautiful like icy green. I'm going to put that right in the middle. And then for the inside, I'm going to go for Play It Cool right here, which is super pretty. It's kind of white with a green shimmer to it. Okay. Now let's take this Luxie 520 tapered face brush and I'm going to dust the bake off from underneath my eyes. Some of my primer kind of balled up with my foundations. I've been picking these little like balls of foundation off of my face. Not a cute look. Just not. Okay, I'm going to take this little Vanity Cosmetics Step 3 brush. It's a little smudger brush. I'm going to go underneath my lash line with Get Fresh right here. I'm going to take that all the way across. Then I'm going to take and go into that ice cold shade for the outer third. Okay. Now then, I'm going to go into this Kat Von D Alchemist highlighting palette, and there is this green emerald shade right here. I'm going to take this fluffy brush. I'm just going to put it right here at the top of the brow bone and blend it out. Then I'm going to take my pinky into that same shade and just put it right here on the inside corner for an inside corner highlight. Okay, so that is the eye look. So let's move on to the rest of the face. I have this It Cosmetics Airbrush Mega Powder brush. Huge, but I love this thing. I'm just dusting off the rest of the bake off of my face. Now let's go into contour. For contour today, as I knock everything over on my desk because I'm so professional like that, it's just ridiculous. We're going to be using the Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour Palette and this Equate brush. It's a nice little oval shape, densely packed. I'm going to go into these two shades and one of these highlight shades. I just mix it all together and slap it on my face. So I just like dab my brush into the colors and then start with my baseline. Okay. Then I take my powder brush from earlier and this Too Faced Born This Way multi-use complexion powder, and I go right over the top of that to blend it in a little bit better. See, now it's not as sharp as it was, but it does give my face that nice definition. Okay. It's a great contouring palette, but it is dusty. Oh, it's so dusty. There's so much kickback in the pan. It is unreal. Okay. Now for bronzer today, I'm using this e.l.f. Primer Infused Bronzer in Forever Sunkissed. And I'm using this big, kind of oval shaped Moda brush. And just gonna bronze up the perimeter of my face. Try to make me look not so deathly. And give my face just a little bit more definition. Okay, then I'm just going to take a little bit and run down the sides of my nose. Okay. Now that that is on, we're going to go into blush. So I have this Wet n Wild blush brush, and I'm using Cargo's Laguna. Looks really bright, but it's one of those buildable blushes. So you just need a little bit, and then you can go from there. And I go more in a circular motion because I blend it in with my contour, so it's not like line, line, line up my cheek. It makes it look a little bit more put together. Now that we have all of that done, I'm going to go in with this IT Cosmetics Airbrush Blurring Powder number 126 brush. I'm going to go into these e.l.f. Natural Blurring Beads. And I'm just going to apply it all over my face in circular motions to blur all of my makeup together and make it all look very cohesive. Okay, very nice. I'm just going to take and go over my face with the big powder brush, making sure I knock off any excess powder because you don't want to look cakey or over powdered or anything like that. Now let's go for highlight. I'm going to be using the Jeffree Star Platinum Ice Skin Frost Pro palette. And I'm going to go for this green highlight right here, which is Alien Ice. And I'm going to be taking that on a Luxie 522 tapered highlighting brush. And just going right here at the high point of my cheek and a little bit up onto the brow. Take some down the center of my nose. I put a little bit on my chin and a little bit in the center of my forehead. It just seems to like make the look come together more. I'm going to take a little bit on my finger and tap the end of my nose. And put it on my Cupid's bow. Now you're like, oh my god, that's too much. It's okay. Clean off my highlighting brush, and I just blend it out. Okay. Now that that's on, I'm going to go in with some MAC Fix Plus. This is the lavender one. Okay. So I'm going to do a waterline liner. This is the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide on Eye Pencil in Freak. It's like a very pearlescent light green. And what I'm doing is I'm going to close my eye and run it across. That way it gets to the top waterline and the bottom. Okay. Now that that's on, I'm going to go and do my brows with this e.l.f. Lifted Brow Pencil. I'm going to do some mascara. I'm using the Essence Lash Princess. This is the false lash effect on my top lashes. And I'm going to use this ColourPop Volumizing Mascara in Kiss and Tell, which is a green mascara on the lower lashes. And I will put on my lipstick, which I'm not sure if it's going to be Lolita by Kat Von D or if it's going to be Calabasas by Jeffree Star, but we will find out when I come back next. Okay guys, so now I'm back. I have black mascara on my upper lashes. I have this ColourPop Teal mascara on my lower lashes. I did go with the Jeffree Star Calabasas lip, which I think looks really good with this. Lolita was a little too muted with this big kind of bright eye. I was like, let's go with something else. And I set my face with this Wet n Wild Natural finish because this is such a matte foundation and I'm already experiencing like some peeling on the sides of my face already, which is weird, but whatever. But that is the makeup look for today. I'm going to be doing some videos for you guys for next week. So leave a comment down below and let me know what you think of my face routine and what you think about the makeup. Also, any suggestions on face routine? What's yours? What kind of things do you do? What do you find that works well for your skin and your skin type? My skin type is combination. I'm extremely oily in this part of my face and I'm a little bit more normal on my cheeks and the sides of my forehead. So hey, you know, it is what it is. There are 3 ways to support the channel: Patreon, PayPal, and Minds. Those are all down in the description. I'll also have my Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and email down there as well, as well as 2 links, one for BoxyCharm. Neither of these links are affiliates, but BoxyCharm, you can get some amazing products. Things that I use today that I got from BoxyCharm were these Luxie brushes. I got the Ciate London Everyday Vacay powder, and I think that is it. If you use my link, you'll get an extra bonus item in your very first month's box. I will get charms to shop at the charm room to bring more products to you guys. The second link, also not an affiliate, is for Tribe Beauty Box. It is a bi-monthly subscription box, and the one thing in today's video that I got from Tribe Beauty Box is this Cargo Blush, which is a very beautiful color. Also, Tribe Beauty Box is a collaboration of all female makeup brands, so that is a great way to support females in the business world. But with all that said, guys, that's going to do it for today's video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.